Crazy Cuties, welcome back. I have a project for us. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight down to it. Before I talk about this project, make sure you hit the like button if you want to see more content like this. Also, if you want to be part of the Crazy Cuties clan, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And of course, make sure the notification bell so you'll be notified of any new videos they upload. So you're wondering what project that we're going to do together. And I feel like this is a great project to do. I think this is a great way of finding new brands to try and also finding ones that are really good. That, there's so many indie brands out there. There's so many brands that have single eyeshadows and that we could build our own palette. I do want to be inspired by this palette, but also I really like this color story, so I'm trying to find shadows that would represent this palette really well with the shadows. And there's a thing about this palette that drives me nuts, and it's the formula. If you watch my review video of the WetnWild Spongebob Squarepants for this palette, you know that this is a no-no. I'm going to tell you, don't waste your money. Don't get this palette at all. I love WetnWild and I adore their products, but I do not adore this formula. I'm really scared of trying the pink one that came out along with this palette, but I feel like we could do so much better of recreating this palette and get on this bigger venture. And I'm in a hunt for about a few days because I said, you know what, let's start this project. And I really want you to come along with the ride with me and we can create a palette together that could be inspired by this. Now, you do have some greens. Of course, you got some blues, light blues. Of course, you got your purples. And then you get, you got this color. And then you got your shimmers. Of course, you got your glitter. But we're going to change a few things. We're going to change because I love this color story. I do. Because this is kind of vibes I go for anyway. But the formula sucks with this palette. Like I said, I'm gonna be brutally honest. The only colors I like in this palette is it has to be the greens and these shadows. That's the formula. Those are really better than the purples and everything else. Even these two shades right here, this shade and this shade right here are supposed to be blushes. Yeah, no, I wouldn't even put this on my face because I'm scared what it would look like. What if it does not blend? And that's and this, yeah, that's why I don't do swatches. This is why I don't do swatches because the swatches and the application are two different things. And you're like, wait a minute, it's supposed to be looking, but why is this? And it's just, I don't. I'd rather just go with the application and see how I feel. But like I said, we're just gonna go and what this we're gonna do. We're gonna find single eyeshadows or pigments, pressed pigments or eyeshadows, singles, whatever the case may be, to find them into a similar shades to this and make our own palette that could represent these shadows or this color story really great. We can add more 16 shadows if we want. We can take away, make it less. How do we want to do it? It's up to you. But this is like our own little venture, okay? There's a few things I'm gonna change up. I'm definitely gonna change this glitter because I don't want a glitter. I want a metallic that can go with this really well, or a duochrome. Like can go shift to a baby blue to a nice purple, or a green, or multichrome. Just a blue base multichrome that turns into a green to a purple. You don't even know what you come up with. I don't know if you can exactly they can do that, but we can make a metallic blue out of this if you want. I actually want to find a shade that's almost exactly the same as this, but I don't care for the formula for this. We can find a pressed pigment that can work for this because, metallic pressed pigments, ooh, that could work. I actually want to change this shade because it's supposed to be a shimmer. I want to change this to a matte. And same thing with this shade. I actually want to change this to a matte. So there's about 4 shades. We can change this to a matte if you want, or keep it as a shimmer or a metallic. That would be cute to do. I actually want to find a couple of shades are almost exactly the same with this. I do want to find a shade like this shade with this dark green, this mossy green right here. I do want to find a shade with this, but the rest I want to keep as it is, like the mattes and the shimmers. I just want to change the the formula, the finish, not the form, but the fin. Well, of course, we're gonna find better formulas than this crappy formula WetnWild used, but the finish is gonna be a little bit different. So we can add and how we want to do this. You can add more blues. You can add like you could come up with an 18 eyeshadow palette, add 2 more shades, and there you go. That would work. How depends you want to do is what you like, what you prefer, your preferences, and we can do that. Like I want to see everybody's preferences differently, and I am definitely gonna put this on. We'll put an Insta post or something like this to explain even better. But I do want to find shades that are quite similar or exactly like this shades they are in this palette. Um, because I really like this color story. I think this color story is beautiful. I really love the color story. I just wish the formula wasn't as crappy as it is. But it is what it is. And yeah, I know I wasted my money completely. But what if I did like it and everything? The formula was great and I didn't waste no money. You know. But it is what it is. But I'm gonna tell you straight off, if you're looking at this palette for some time, don't get it. Don't get it because it ain't worth it. But yeah. So this is our project we're gonna do. I don't know what we can call this, but it's gonna be a project that I'm willing to go on, an adventure to go on with you. If you want to be part of it, come on, let's do it. Let's do it. And is there any brands, like if you already have like something similar to these shades in your collection, let us know. Let me know down in the comments if you already have certain shades like this and you're like, hey, I got a shade for you that will work. I got this. Let me know because this is a way we can try out new brands, uh, find eyeshadows that we do have in our collection and like, oh, that'd be perfect as an eyes, you know, you know. But yeah, so very excited and yeah, let's get on this adventure together and see what we can come up with. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you're at. I love you and God bless. Bye.